Okay. Ooh, we have got audio. We are live. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk. This is sort of a new kind of live show that I've thought of doing here on the show, which would be like awesome. Basically, it's sort of all in the name. It's kind of like a podcast, but not quite a podcast. In the sense of I will just come in and talk about a few things for a few, I don't know, however long it ends up being, I don't know. Just basically about things that are going on. Now, sorry if I do continually look this way. I'm just checking something there. There we go. Now when I look down instead of going, oh my God, what's over there? What's happening over there? Who knows? Yes, so I'm going to start this Let's Talk with basically giving a defluffization update for the first week. So in this first week, all I have done basically is change my diet and very slightly increase the amount of exercise that I do. I'm just double checking to make sure this is streaming live to the YouTubes. Yes, it is streaming live to the YouTubes, and it looks relatively okay. So I'm just going to very quickly copy link address. We want to go to Facebook. Do that really. So these shows are going to stay here on the YouTube channel. I'm not going to move them off. I'm not going to make them private once the videos are complete. I think, hey, why not? I'm thinking about obviously recording them maybe in case something goes horribly wrong. I'm not going to lose the video that we've done. So yeah, I'm going to start with the defluffization update to start off with. So this last week's been an interesting experience is what I'm going to say. Being able to, having cooked a lot of my own food over the last few weeks, and I've been making like salads and whatnot, and just sort of learning the ways of healthy eating, I think, yeah, have been quite interesting in terms of how nice healthy food can be. I know that's such a funny thing to say, but it is very, very, very true. So I've been eating a lot of homemade salads and wraps and whatnot over the last week or so. I've had a few occasions where I have let myself slip off healthy food eating, which has been really disappointing to myself. But I've got to expect that over the next little while I just get myself into that habit of just eating healthy and being able to what am I looking for? Being able to have self-control over what I do and how I eat and eating in quantity. Not eating so much in a massive period of time. I'm also being a bit disappointed with myself in terms of getting out and doing more exercise. I mean, I have increased the amount of exercise that I am doing, but not as much as I had wanted to, especially in this first week. I didn't go out for the walks that I'm supposed to be doing. I did go for my hour of bowling. I did that last week, and I've done it this week as well. So, I have increased my exercise that way. I'm from time to time still walking up and down the stairs to get up to my place up here, but not as often as I want to be. So it's just a case of I need to further push myself and get myself in the right state of mind. Well, not really state of mind, but more of I just need to get my head in the right place and to just push myself to do what I need to do and to eat healthy and to not sit down and munch a big to sit down and not eat a whole block of chocolate instead of having a couple of pieces and then putting them away and then that kind of thing. So that's the defluffization update for now. When I weighed myself this morning, I was down about 1 kilo from what I was last week, so it's not bad. It's progress, and progress is good in no matter what way, shape or form that it is. I will say now I would close those curtains, but I want the window to actually work, so you're just going to have to put up with that in the background, unfortunately. These are the things of doing things very unprofessionally, but that is what we are here at the show. We do things the way we like to do it instead of the way that everybody else does, which is usually the right way. Excuse me. So I was going to talk about a few things here in our first episode of Let's Talk. I can think of a better name, but I just thought, hey, the gamers do Let's Plays. Why not we do a Let's Talk? So this is the intention of what I want to do with Let's Talk. I might have briefly mentioned it at the beginning, but hey, that was like a whole 5 minutes ago, and I've forgotten about it already. So the whole point of Let's Talk is basically going to be like what I wanted to do with the podcasts. But I think doing a live show format is probably going to work a lot better. I do hope the audio sounds okay. I've seen it a few times sort of jump right up. So hopefully it still sounds right. I did not check any of it before I started doing it. Again, that's a mark of the professionalism that we have here at the show. So yeah, it's going to be basically what I wanted the podcasts to be. We're going to pull a few topics that have happened throughout the week, if there are any. Otherwise, we may have a few ideas and things as a group here at the show that we may want to talk about. You guys can freely have your input, either leaving it here in the YouTube comments during the live broadcast or through any of our other YouTube videos, if you wish. And of course, you can edit. You can put it on Facebook through our Facebook address, facebook.com/theshowNZ. I am just doing this through Google Hangouts today, so I don't have any of the extra fancy stuff that I would normally have, but unfortunately, I can't get XSplit to stream correctly to YouTube. I don't know why that's happening, but I just get serious frame droppage. Twitch seems to work okay, but we're not really strong in presence on Twitch in comparison to YouTube. Though if you do want to follow us on Twitch, I will put a link in the description once this live broadcast has ended. So one of the things I was going to talk about is what's been happening over in the States over the last couple of days. For those people who have been living under a rock or just basically don't know, I believe they have legalized gay marriage across the entire United States. A Supreme Court decision to legalize gay marriage around the entire of the United States, which is awesome. I have always said if two people love each other, no matter who they are, why can they not express love like everybody else? And in that case, it is marriage. We live in a forever developing world, and why can we not just redevelop the definition of marriage instead of being the marriage? Oh, what is it? Is the bonding between a man and a woman? But it's like why in this, as I said, for this diverse and forever changing, and I thought an accepting society that the world is, at least in most places, why it should be an issue. So that's really great. People can finally express their love and for their partner, no matter who they are, in the way that everybody else can, which is really awesome. And hopefully the rest of the world follows suit. Now, I am fully aware that New Zealand has got it legalized already, which is awesome. It makes me very happy. Just because I don't see any reason why there is an issue. I don't know why it ever is an issue, to be perfectly honest. Why the issue was ever there, who knows? It beats me. But anyway, it's fantastic to have that news the other day. So go United States. You're doing the right thing, in my mind. But it is quite funny how many people have backlashed against the whole thing that they've done there. Like, I'm going to go move to another country. And it's like, well, the countries you've said, Canada and Mexico, all have legalized gay marriage. So I don't like saying that. I say same-sex marriage. I don't know why I keep calling it gay marriage. I just do. Because I'm one of those people, but I stand for it. I don't see any reason why there should be any issues surrounding it. But then, unfortunately, there is. Because there are crazy people in this world who see, this is my theory. I think that same-sex marriage is an issue because it means that other people have to share their happiness with something they don't quite agree with. And just because they don't agree with it, they shouldn't get their chance to the happiness that they want. and should really have. That's again just my personal view on that. So I'm going to talk about something that is a little bit more local to New Zealand, and that is about the whole changing of the country's flag. Personally, I think there is nothing wrong with our flag, and that it should stay the way it is. It's easily recognizable in my mind to be the New Zealand flag, whether it is because I am used to seeing it and living with it. But really, my brain's just switched off. Sorry. But yes, there is the complaint. There is the saying of the flag's ancient, but it's like all of our war people fought for that flag, under that flag, if that makes sense. And it's kind of like, well, you're sort of taking that away from them. They fought for our country, they fought for our freedom under the flag that we currently have, and it is sort of the symbol of New Zealand. The Prime Minister, from what I believe, said that he wants to change it because it looks too much like the Australian flag. It's like, sorry, mate, but if you can confuse a flag with red stars with a flag with white stars, then it might be the Prime Minister that needs a change, not the flag. But again, that is my personal view. Everything I always say on here is a personal view. I will never do anything that I would say is against my personal view. Excuse me. So, not quite sure what else to talk about now. Those were sort of the two things that I had on my list, which, of course, was a very short list because there was only two things to talk about. Let's talk. I think it'll work. I'm just going to get the rest of the crew sort of on board and see if they're interested to ever come in and join me, and we can discuss things that are sort of going on, the incredible weather that might be outside. It's not too bad at the moment. You may or may not have been able to hear it. The wind's coming through the window. Good old New Zealand weather, especially Auckland weather. I do hope this does become a thing. I'd like for it to become a thing. Definitely live, because I've moved and I have much better internet and I can do live things now. Follow us on Twitch. I'll again put the link to that in the description below. Whenever I'm recording game footage, if I know that it's going to be a long video, then I might stream it as well. For example, if I decide to play some Euro Truck Simulator, or if I just feel like playing a game but want to show other people what goes on in the game that I'm doing. Grand Theft Auto is a fantastic game to do that in, because there have been so many times where I've been like, why was I not recording that? When I do like a sick trick. So I need to find a way to get that to Twitch without me dropping frames. This seems to have been running okay. Google Hangouts has not told me that I have lost connection, so there could even be a chance of streaming to YouTube here, going through the XSplit broadcaster extension to enable it to be a webcam, which you can use here in Hangouts. That gets ridiculously complicated, but it will do the job quite nicely, especially because this has streamed relatively okay from the information that I get from Google. There doesn't seem to be any sort of droppage in frames. I'm just sort of bringing up this one here. Yep, so the stream looks like it's running okay. It may be dropping frames every now and then, but not like 99% of them, which is what I was getting before. So thank you if you have watched this initial Let's Talk. Got to find things to talk about next week. Now, I do want to do this on a Sunday instead of a Monday, but over the next few weeks, I'm working on Sundays, which is like great. But I don't mind working Sundays, but it just means that I had this really cool idea, and it's like, yeah, we'll do Let's Talk, make it Sundays, and then I end up working Sundays. So, oh well, nothing much I can do about it. I just go to work with a smile on my face. That's making it really sound like I don't enjoy working. I do. If you're somebody who I work with, I do enjoy working where I work because I know some of you watch these. So thank you very much for watching this first episode of Let's Talk. Our special well, it's not really a special one year loot crate, but this is our loot-iversary, which is the video that is coming out tomorrow. I am actually wearing the first t-shirt that I ever received from a loot crate because I'm about to go and record the unboxing for that now. So yes, until tomorrow with our 1 year loot-iversary video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to be awesome.